Hopefully we can start in the next 5 minutes. Okay, we are live according to this. We'll see when it actually picks up, because sometimes I will have like a 10-second conversation, and then what the part is live is me actually going, good morning. So we'll see if that part is in there. I'm Natalie Locke. That is Chandra, the wonderful Chandra. She's pulling a timer for us right now. I am making sure that our banners are all spiffy and good. I'm bringing back words from the 90s, apparently.
I said something the other day. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was like real 90s, and I used it unironically, and I was like, someone should hit me. That was weird for everyone.
Ugh. It's burnt up.
I wish I could remember what I said. It was just... I don't even think it was something I said in the 90s. It just like popped into my head, and I was like...
I remember a few phrases like, why don't you marry it? And there was that's a big one. That was like a big insult and everything. But that's my phone dinging alerts.
Ding, ding, ding. Hi, cool gamer. Good morning. How are you?
What? Barrett just stopped me a message. I don't know if I can say it publicly.
Nope. I got it.
You got it. All right. Oh my gosh. So, Barrett, I will give you the privilege to announce anything that's so impactful. But I appreciate the I've
been paying it.
I know.
So good.
I appreciate the early viewing.
The dopamine.
The serotonin flowing freely this morning. Let's write.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was so
good morning, Barrett.
That was an entrance. That was better than like an entrance song. Thank you, Barrett.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's funny. All I saw was the comment first. I didn't see the picture paired with it. And I was like, and I'm sitting thinking, like, oh, what's the word? Like, I'm thinking of the multiple meanings of the object of the sentence, and I forgot about the idea. Wait. He's saying let's channel it into
the dopamine. Channel the dopamine into the words.
Oh, yes. Okay. I was like, what? All right.
Barrett, are you saying that I shouldn't kill people today? Is that what you're saying?
Or should you save a life? What? Someone can die still, but if you save a life...
It balances out?
Yeah, totally.
It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
So, even though we're on your channel, I'm about to post the prompt as a comment, because I copied it already. And then you got to pin it, though.
Yes.
In YouTube. And I still actually got to open up YouTube on a separate screen. But we have... Whoa. Nope, that's not it. That is the wrong copycat. Don't listen to that. That is from a...
previous one?
That's from a prompt I did. Or not a prompt. That's a few sentences that I ended up deleting from my flash fiction.
Whoops.
Last night. That was still in my memory, apparently. But that's the prompt. So, for anybody who likes to hear it, the prompt is, a sales manager has had enough. The words to include are Australia, faith, gullet, hold on, let me double check that one, customer, butterfly, headlight, badger, shoreline, mountain, and owl. Believe it or not, we are actually on episode 90. And by the plan, we are going to be live when we cross over 100. If we don't do the second prompt, by the way, which I think is kind of cool. All right.
Chandra, good morning, good morning, good morning. Had my headphones on. Didn't have my headphones on. Couldn't figure out where the little voices were coming from.
Okay, gullet. I'm gonna have to look up because I never heard of that word before.
Your throat.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, shove it down your gullet.
Thank you. Love the get it in there. Okay. I like the can I have it in this sentence moment. All right. So we don't forget, for anybody who is confused, especially with the prompt up, I'm Natalie Locke. That's Chandra. We do Flash Fiction Live every Saturday. And by the way, you can get the timer up while I'm spouting all of this for the introductions. Make sure we cover it. We're there. So we are cut from the same cloth, apparently, and just totally on the same wavelength, except when it comes to our stories. I usually go slice of life, rainbows and butterflies, flashes, whereas Chandra will most likely kill off a character. But she writes in such a way where they usually deserve it. I haven't had a death that wasn't deserved. So, from you. Whereas I have killed off little children and it's supposed to make you sad. So, like, I'm not sure which one of us is worse now.
I should probably work on that, maybe.
You're like the vigilante and I'm like the, I mean, I can relate, but... Yeah, Chandra kills.
I do it loving. I will take
in
that.
the most lovely way possible.
That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
But yes, Flash Fiction Live is every Saturday. This time it's on Chandra's channel. Next week will be on my channel. On April 30th is when we'll hit the 100 mark. So if we don't do the second makeup prompt on that day, we can knock out the 99 and 100. So where else are we going with this? Yeah, follow us on Instagram if you're ever confused on whose channel is what. We usually post it in our story. Yeah, we're awesome. Like, I think we've gotten far enough in this that we can actually toot our own horn at least once or twice. So we're awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's also fun because, like, I've just started to be able to, like, talk about this. Like, oh no, Saturday mornings on YouTube on a live stream, I write Flash Fiction with my friend. Yeah. Have a great time. You should come join us. So, we're glad you're here.
We appreciate it.
Also, if you think about it, and the amount of times each of you have showed up, like, you're becoming experts in this.
Mm-hmm. And these videos are recorded, so even if you don't see it live, jump in, because I always pull them to my channel in my Flash Fiction playlist, even if it airs on Chandra's. So
do it. Do it.
Oh, wait. I need a new document.
Oh, samesies.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we will also have to end by 10:55, let's say.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to work.
Where she's sitting currently.
Yeah. So it's more of like this motion, but
close one laptop, open in the other.
Yes.
All right. So I will I say let's go ahead and start. And actually, so we're going to be playing this a little bit by ear, but normally we draft for 30 minutes and then we'll trade stories and take some time to read it. But due to the time constraints, I don't want to leave y'all hanging with the story or feedback. So we're going to draft this story and then trade it and immediately talk. And then also right at the end of this prompt, we're going to ask for some input for the choose your own Flash world, the prompt that we normally choose. There we go. Words can happen. Hopefully they'll be better on the page. All right.
Bobby, did you really just steal that out of the trash?
Oh, and that's also, as great as we are, Chandra has Dobby that will pop up on the screen. You'll see him flash across the camera as she moves him down. And I will have my kid hanging off my back most likely. So
He
it's
just-
like they coordinate.
He just pulled like the top of a disposable cup, like a drink cup, with the
Yeah.
lid and the straw, and came just running down the hallway with it hanging out of his mouth. And then I was like, "Hey!" And then he like dropped it as he turned the corner to go hide because he knew he did a bad.
At least he dropped it. I've had animals where they're like, no, you don't see anything. And I'm like, dude, I totally see it. It's right there.
He likes straws and Q-tips for some reason.
Okay, are we talking fresh Q-tips or like used ones? Because there's a level of grossness there.
Oh no, I have to hide. I hide all of them. But that's where I had the box like tucked away in a drawer until he figured out that it was in the drawer, and he would go in and open the drawer to steal them.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like, whatever, I give up.
Cool.
But with that, we should jump into our first
sprint.
You ready?
Yep. Ready as I'll ever be. We'll see what actually procures. I'm going to get some tea in this break too. Sprint, not break. It is not a break.
Okay. We will begin in 3, 2, and 1. There's thunder at the end of this timer. I did not hear the timer go off, and I'm not done.
I'm not done either. Like I'm over 500 words, and
Same.
so right now my problem. I mean, I know where this story is going. I finally hit it, but I got Australia, Faith, Butterfly, and Shoreline. So I'm pretty sure where I'm gonna put Australia and stuff, but I don't know. I got a little snarky.
I went in a different direction.
Yeah.
And, I don't hate it. I kind of like it, but I'm also at 640. Wait, hold on.
Holy moly, dude.
I am at 618
Wow.
words, and I could keep going.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
There's more I could do with this, but
Yeah.
I do have all my words in, so
it's just finding the good ending.
yes.
Yeah, I'm at 495, and I just got to add these.
Yeah.
Funny, I started at the middle of it because there was words that were hanging off for me, and I just started at the middle where the action was.
Yeah.
Wrote all that, and then before I got to the end, and then I jumped back and was like, all right, what's the lead in? And then now I jumped back to the end. So it was an interesting setup on my writing on the order.
Hi, Jay. So,
yeah.
Or Maggie.
All right. Again.
We're gonna squeak it out. How's everybody doing in the comments? How are y'all? Are y'all right? Ow, ow, ow. Does anyone want a lightly used orange tabby cat?
What the hell is this stuff?
Ouch. Don't yell at me.
Okay. Special story.
Oh, I just thought of something else I need to add.
We got all the words. This is even more reason for us to not set a second timer to just like switch, read cold.
Right. Apparently, I have all the spoons today. Whoop, whoop, for having spoons. You know, I'd not heard that phrase prior to like maybe 2 years ago, and a friend came over and was like, sorry, you know, I've been MIA. I just don't have any spoons. And I was just like,
like, what you mean?
I literally opened my kitchen drawer and started to take out spoons to give to her.
Oh, that should be in a story, honestly.
And she busted up laughing. She was like, honestly, not what I meant, but that makes me feel so much better.
But I love the explanation with it. Sorry, I'm hitting the mic. I love the explanation with the spoons because that whole not every activity is one spoon situation where an activity could be like 3 spoons, and such. So I always like it. What are we? Dobby Dobby, not Dobby. Hey, nice.
Okay. Energy are. We love that.
Oh my god.
There
we go. I am switching things around a little bit because I decided I'm tired of it looking weird every time I look up at my screen. So I'm grabbing my camera. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to finish the story. Scout's Honor.
Okay.
I'm starting to think the ending is going to be rushed for me.
Same. I just want to get it down, even if it's not great, because I want everyone to know where I was going with this.
Yeah. Oh.
That's about where we're going to get to today for this. I'll send it to you.
Okay, I finally added butterfly.
Okay, but you know what else though? Every time I've written butterfly,
Oh, it became butterflies.
I have been hearing in my head, butterfly in the sky.
You reading Rainbow?
But
Oh
like
my god, that is great.
in the TikTok.
Yeah, no, that's the Reading Rainbow theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing it in that TikTok with the like sun going by and the.
Okay, I'm changing my camera.
I just sent you.
There we go.
I just sent you the link.
Okay, this is a little more normal.
Dobby, why are you like this?
Okay, is it just me or is it red? Why? I'm killing this.
Ooh, Jay's got 3 chapters edited and set up to set up a Ko-fi. Whoa, out here killing it.
Killing. Okay, I got your Google sheet. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. I think the ending part is just gonna be like notes of what's gonna happen. All right.
It do be like that sometimes. That's more or less what I did. It's like things that hint towards the actual ending, but this puts me at 678 words, no editing at all, and I could, if time permitted, I could continue writing. I'm also not sure if it's a romance or not. It's not a romance. It's kind of horror. Maybe. It's not romance. I'm not Christine Feehan. Y'all know how I feel about Christine Feehan. I'm really, really happy that you're having such a good day, Jace. That makes me happy. Dobby, just get up here. Come here. Come here. Not you. Piper.
I did not hit your buzzer.
Dobby, come here.
Okay, so I got Australia, shoreline. Oh, wait. There we go.
Go lay in your chair. I've been literally like, leave me alone, and then I tell him to come here, and he's like, how about I act like I don't know what you're talking about now? He's like purring so hard right now. He really just wanted some attention. You just want attention.
God, what was it? I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now.
Take a look, read a book, reading Rainbow.
Oh my god, I'm not. Like, what do I have to? I look like red, right?
A little bit, but it looks like it's more of the lighting. Dobby, do you really have to slobber on my?
It's not the lighting, because like this is my blue lighting, which is a little bit better. So I hate that I have to go blue because it's kind of harsh on the eyes, but whatever.
I mean, to me, it looks more like the lighting in the room is like reflecting on you, not necessarily you are red.
I'm in a room that's red.
I see red. I don't know what the problem is, y'all. I'm not gonna don't like.
All right, I am saving this. Shiza, what is it even? It's
90.
Episode 90. The prompt is what? A sales manager has had enough. I do like where it ended up. Enough. Okay. Save, because that is important. Everybody save your work.
Oui.
Even if you just did it, hit save again. Trust me. All right. Now I'm jumping over to email. reply. And then I'm just copy and pasting in the body of the email, I think. No, I'm not.
Chandra, you know I can't stop the song from busting out, so you're a good company, right? Some days it's just like that, where I have a song line or a movie quote for everything, and I cannot make it stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, so sorry to everyone around me. The other day, though, I cracked myself up because I don't know if you've seen the movie Silverado, but it's one of my favorite Westerns.
Oh.
I think it's 80s, maybe?
Sounds about right.
And there's a line in there, and I was frustrated, and I was on the phone with someone, and I was like, now, I don't want to kill you, and you don't want to be dead.
That makes me think of, hey, I got 603 words at that. And I'm noticing typos already. Makes me think of The Princess Bride, where it's like, you seem like a decent fellow. I hate to kill you. You seem like a decent fellow. I hate to die.
I love it.
I love mutual respect.
Sorry, not sorry for being a walking jukebox. I like it.
Dude, when I first started my job, my people pretty much called me jukebox because I had a song and I knew so many lyrics. I had a song for every moment.
Did you get my email?
Yes, I got your email. I replied sending mine, so it should be good. If you got it, I ended up putting it in the body. I didn't add a
body yada 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 yada.
Man. So I'm not sure if you remember, but on Instagram I did that sound where it's like, if your hand closes, it's your guardian angel. And I was like, all right, my hand's not closing. It's either I got headphones in or I don't have one. And then I did a video later where it's like, yeah, no headphones in and my hand's not closing, so I don't have one. And this person just commented and they said, or maybe don't play stupid audio. Like, dude, we know, if you didn't understand that I thought it was dumb, then you apparently didn't understand the assignment. Like this guy, it makes me think of all the times that I'm sarcastic and someone goes, yeah, that was stupid. I go, I know, but that's what I was saying. Whatever. He commented, I liked it. It'll boost algorithms, something other.
You know what? I like to reply to every comment, like the sales pitchy ones, the ones that are like, oh, promote on our channel, or the negative ones, just be like, thanks for the love. And I'm
commenting now with, I know, right? There we go. Either way. Okay.
When I was working in the hospital, there was this girl named Nicole who got paired with me frequently. She was a jukebox as well. Every day we worked together was like an episode of Glee. I love that.
Oh, that is wonderful.
You gotta have people, either that or you start a song and they jump in with the rest of it and you're like, it's great.
How many words did you end up with?
600 and something.
Damn.
Dobby, stop rubbing. 678. Dobby, stop rubbing your face on everything. It's gross.
He's putting his pheromones out there for everybody.
Well, I know, and I can smell them on my face.
God, oh my God, this thing jumped. All right. Do we want to do rock, paper, scissors like we did previously?
Yes.
All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. And the rule last time was whoever won
picks.
Okay. I'll read first just because. Actually, no, never mind. You read first because I'm going to tinker and see if I can edit this while I'm listening.
Okay. Take a look. Okay. Oh my gosh. We are the same person. I want to speak to your manager. I heard a high-pitched screech of an owl say as I walked by the walked by the checkout in the women's department. I sighed before walking over with a smile, before intervening with another complaint. about our high prices and how the sales didn't make the cost any easier to slide down the gullet. May I help you? Oh, no. May I help you? Sorry, my customer service voice slipped. May I help you? I asked as sweetly as I could, knowing Jennifer would personally never have angered a customer. Your cashier here won't give me a greater discount on this scarf. The woman snapped, waving the scarf in my face before slamming it to the table. It is outrageous. I'm only getting this hideous green as a gag gift for a friend. I nodded a smile, turning to Jennifer. Is this from the Peacock collection? Jennifer nodded, her face still flushed. Not that anyone who just met her would notice. And we can't combine any discounts with the 10% Easter sale? I asked, knowing the answer and only putting on the show for the customer of everything Jennifer had already told her. That is bullshit. This store is price gouging. You could do more. You're just not willing to take care of your customers. That is why you're losing business. She waved her arms around the department, drawing attention to the other 5 employees on the floor and only 3 other customers. I shook my head. My smile faded. Ma'am, first off, these sales and policies are set down by corporate. I do not make them up during my off time. Second, if you didn't badger my employee and I would have called you my new bestie and given you my employee discount. Though at 20% off of non-sale item, it wouldn't help you buying this ugly scarf. You're trying to break us down for purchase, I said, my voice level but firm. Seeing her jaw drop and her eyes were wide like a wild animal in headlights, I knew I had won, but she isn't the problem. She is just a product of the system. But I'm a bigger person than you, so as my last act of customer service, I'll give you this item 100% off. I inclined my head to the scarf on the counter. Write it up, Jennifer. That's $76.24, Jennifer said, her eyes darting between me and the not paying for that, our mountain of a patron said. Yes, you're not, I said slowly, my smile more like a grimace. It is 100% off for you. I handed Jennifer a 100 from my wallet, keeping my eyes locked on the former customer. Jennifer folded the item quickly for the bag and pulled the receipt. Her mouth opened to say something, but nothing came out. I began pulling off my name tape. Give the receipt and the bag to her, and I hope your friend gets a kick out of the gag gift, especially with this story to go along with it. I placed my name on the counter. Enjoy the promotion, Jennifer. You deserve it. But the corporate mind is filled with butterflies, so they'll probably give it to Kim instead. It isn't a reflection of you. Any other job, I'd say have faith, but that won't work here, I said, holding my eyes on hers. Yes, dear, you did great, Scarf Lady chimed in. As a fellow customer, this is not your place to talk, I snapped. Well, I'm going to visit the shoreline of Australia or something, because there are none of these stores there. Then I left and never returned. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She petty. I like it. She was like, you know what? Here, have it. I'm done. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your new life.
And so many times I wanted to call the customer Karen, but I do believe like there's probably Karens out there that are really sweet and really hate that their name has become a like meme almost. I was like, I'm gonna start to try not to use their name in that sense.
I feel okay. This is unpopular opinion. Mm-hmm. I feel like getting upset about it is like the most Karen thing, though.
It makes, you know what? Actually, that kind of makes me think of in middle school. and this is horrible and stuff, but when they used to say did you tell your parents you're gay yet? So that question, you're screwed with no matter how you answer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it kind of makes me think of a little bit of the, like, you're just, any reaction you have is either perpetuating or.
Don't forget Kyle, though, Chase. Don't forget Kyle.
And Chad.
Oh, yes. Yes. You know,
Chad is like frat boy to me.
I had someone be like, what is a Kyle? And then I started to describe it, and she was like, oh, I do know him.
When there's a stigma, you know? And no, so it's real funny because, like, my first few boyfriends, their names started with J. And I'm starting to see on the internet a lot more J names. Because, like,
there's a song that I ran into
on TikTok.
Yes, where she's like,
she only wants Jem or Jack, Jem, and Jose.
Yes.
It's only J's that she wants. And I was like, okay, I don't drink, but I can relate to this because it was Joseph, Justin, and Josh.
Yes. I was like, relatable.
For me, like, in that order, and like they all ended up obviously not with me.
Oh.
And then I met my husband. He had no J's in his name. I was like,
you're like, done.
Yeah, all right. He fits the bill. We're good. So
that's funny.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. Either way, okay. So the story.
1 second. My favorite line is when she's like, I'm not paying for that, and she's like, yes, you're not. She's like, I'm not even gonna I'm not considering it. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And it's all, which was funny because it was like, her reasoning was, I'm a better person, but I'm also petty. Like, it was petty, but like, when the first person is petty first, like, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I had an idea of how to change my. Okay, ignore me right now.
Y'all, I need to get new glasses.
I think I need to, but last night I also was.
Chad. Actually, raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by a Chad. I have a Chad story.
Ooh. Wait, what's our time? Yeah, we got time.
Yeah. It is also why I have a pink baseball bat. Person I'd known for a long time came to visit and drank too much. It became a whole thing. Anyway, I ended up basically having to be like, yes, you should leave my house now. And it was someone I had known for like 20 years.
Oh my God.
And dude stormed back because he forgot his bottle of wine. Stormed back out.
So he was a Chad storming out, but a Karen to come back in and be like, this is mine.
Yes. Called me about 30 times to rant at me. I blocked his number, started calling me like with the star 67, is it?
69.
69. And then I turned off my phone so I could go to sleep. And then he started texting me, but of course my phone's off, so I didn't see it till the morning. Turns out he had left his wallet, had to drive a couple hours away and ran out of gas because he didn't have his wallet. And I was like, well, that's honestly why you shouldn't have called me 58 times in a row, because then I wouldn't have had to turn off my phone. And when you reached out to say that you'd forgotten your wallet.
Yeah, it's like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah. So my roommate she was like, stay in my room. Just want to make sure like I have eyes on you at all times.
Yeah.
Because he stormed back. And then she was like, So she took it from there. She like took his wallet, took some cash out of it, and was like, I put the receipt in his wallet to mail him his wallet. So she was like, there.
I like that plan. Like, don't even like show payment like in any way, shape, or form.
She was
like I'm not spending my money. You're the idiot.
Yeah. Yep. The crazy thing is, we were not dating. This was not a romantic situation. We were friends.
This was an understanding.
Yeah, we were literally just like platonic friends.
Oh, okay. So not even side.
Nope.
Wow. That's the one word I did not include. I was going to include something like sense of entitlement, because that was kind of the main thing of like, if someone goes around the world thinking they're entitled, I feel like they're going to realize they're not going to get what they want. Oh, and by the way, regarding the camera thing, I finally got smart and poked myself back on YouTube, and on StreamYard, I look red, like a freaking Oompa Loompa video. But on YouTube, it looks fine.
Oh, that's good.
And actually, I think it might be my screen above.
It could be.
Yeah,
you might play with the RGB.
Yeah, because you're even... Yeah, I'm going to play with that later. Okay. All right, you ready for yours? Oh, okay, so we talked about what was good, what you liked, and we were going petty and chat. Was there any things to work on other than typos?
Yeah. So there's a couple places where I did notice that like you split dialogue.
So I need to work on my tags. So it's clear.
Because when it goes from seeing her jaw drop and her eyes were wide like a wild animal, like it seems like that's a thought from the main character, and then you would expect the next line to be dialogue from one of the other two characters in the scene. So that was a little confusing. I would actually put that with the end of the other paragraph, even though it still goes into dialogue, and it can stay as it is, just move it back up so it's like clear that she's thinking this and then she says this next part.
Tracking. Okay.
But I feel like other than that, the dialogue tags were good. It's just about like how to organizing them. Wow, how to organize them and put them in the same paragraphs, even though it's like different actions and stuff.
Yeah.
Or you could put I continued or she continued or whatever.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Like I continued, comma, open parentheses, quotations. And then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
All right. Before I start Chandra's story, chat, if you don't mind, and calling out, doing whatever, but pick cell numbers paired with letters. Numbers 1 through 60, letters A through Z. So that once I'm done reading Chandra's and giving feedback, we will have a list to choose from of different words and cells, because I'll pick our 10 words for our choose our own prompt situation that we'll have. And then we'll also need once we get 10 cells, like A7 or whatever, then we need to go back in and pick a prompt, which will be between 1 and 101, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. But I figured I'd say that now so that way we can get it started early. And it doesn't matter who you are. You can chime in all 10 times yourself, or just as they come in, once we get to 10, we'll cut it off. And any numbers after that will be potential for the prompt. There we go.
Yep.
Words, places, things, it happens. All right. I'm going to close, save. Yes, definitely save. Open my... There we go. Okay. You're going to see some similarities. It's okay. We're here for it. Okay. Chandra's story, read by moi. She looked out the. Oh, by the way, I'm reading this cold. All right. She looked out the window at the figure sitting on the street. He had been there almost every day since she got back. Oh boy, looks like a sales manager has had enough. The words were mocking and childish, but she didn't pay attention to the face of the speaker. It had been said in the kind of almost whisper that was intended to be heard, a pretense at civility and manners to everyone around, but clearly distinguishable to the subject of the jab. I'm assuming jab, not jape.
Should be Jabe.
Oh, never heard that one. New story. All right, new word, I mean. All right, when she moved back to America from Australia, she had been excited, but she was beginning to miss the solitude of the ranch. She also seemed to have forgotten a few other things when she left, the first being her faith in humanity. Ooh, that's a good line. She probably left it next to her Hufflepuff scarf with a badger emblem on one end. She smiled, turning to the next customer in line. How can I help you today? The words were almost convincing, even to her ears. I bought these shoes yesterday and I want to return them, a young woman said. She looked down at the shoes. They looked like they had been hiked in from the shoreline of the west coast over to the highest mountain on the continent, and then all the way back to the east coast. They weren't a brand that the local shop carried, nor were they this season or anything that had been available anywhere in the last 2 years. Sure, do you have a receipt? Listen, what's your name? Madeline? Or Madeline? The girl said, reading the name tag on her shirt. I know the owner. I don't need a receipt. I'm sorry, miss. I can't return these without a receipt. I'm sure you'd take them if I walked around the corner and rammed them down your gullet, one of the boys laughed. Some of the other customers began to stare, but they shifted uncomfortably away from the cash register, edging their way toward the door. They could sense trouble coming. I'm reading. Madeline stood there like a bug drawn in an oncoming headlight. She swallowed. Hold on, Betty. She swallowed hard. Her mouth went dry. Well, oh, what? Ugh. Okay. What? Aren't you going to say anything? One of the boys asked. He had dark hair and stitches shone just under his hairline. She opened her mouth to answer, but all that came out was a wavering gust of air. One brave old woman who looked like an owl stepped forward. She pushed her glasses up on her nose and cleared her throat. Don't you kids have parents? Why don't you leave this poor girl alone? That was all it took. The boy with the lighter hair lunged for Madeline with one scar, while the one with the scar went for the old lady. Other customers pushed toward the door, knocking over displays as they went. Madeline saw the old woman go down, heard the crack of breaking bones. Oh my God, what? Oh. Heard the crack of breaking bones. Then a fist smashed into her face. She tasted rust and felt the heat of blood wash down her lips. All she could think of is she didn't want to get any on her last good work shirt. She could hear screaming, shrill laughter, and sounds of pain faded. Then it was the boy screaming. The girl was crying, begging, please, no, please, 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 no, don't hurt him. She couldn't make out the answer. It was too low to quiet. Someone was touching her, testing her for broken bones. She was sure they were talking, but she couldn't make sense of the words. She opened her eyes slowly. There was a butterfly hovering over her face. She tried to brush it away till a hand caught hers, held it gently and squeezed. You're okay. You're safe now. The woman leaned away, a butterfly clip holding her hair in place. The man stood behind her, peering over the counter. Is she all right? He asked. The woman nodded. What about the kids? The man shook his head. I don't see his face, but his car is gone. I didn't see his face, but his car is gone. She nodded gravely. Well, dear, turning back to Madeline, I'm glad you're okay. Whew. Man, this took a turn. Okay, so, I was like, okay, cool. Like a manager, all right, she's going to get yelled at. And I thought it was going to take kind of a turn that mine did a little bit. And then you started literally throwing punches. And I was like, whoa, like, is someone going to die? Like, I was like, she did it again.
I got a few things I'm going to do now.
Okay. Bye. Love you. Husband's leaving. And now the real fun writing can begin. Welcome to Flash Fish and Smut. What's up, Spence? Okay. Later. Yes. She's not awake yet. Okay. All right. So then you literally started throwing punches. And I'm like, oh my God. And so I was like, okay, someone's going to die. And I started preparing myself mentally for that, knowing you're writing. And then it twisted around again. And I'm like, wait. Who's the savior and stuff? And I really, the imagery of like, there was a butterfly and she's trying to swat her away. But then it turns out it's a butterfly hair clip. I thought that was cool because as you're coming around to it, the vision is really warped, depth perception. So I like that touch. There was one part where I was like, ooh. And I thought it was really, so I really like the Hufflepuff scarf. But I think she's forgotten a few things when she left Australia. And then the line, the first being her faith in humanity. And all that was like solidified because I'm a true believer that we all are ambassadors of where we come from, our education and so forth, to the point where we do something bad, it's going to put a bad taste in someone's mouth and they're going to associate that bad behavior with everyone. Like for me, I'm from Georgia. If I was a bitch, or more of a bitch than I am, people would be like, oh, everyone from Georgia is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So let's be honest. But that whole ambassador mindset, so that kind of really stuck with me. And I have to admit, the entitlement that the character had, the customer had, I was getting Inventing Anna vibes a little bit.
I've never seen that.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Some people didn't, but I also enjoyed the banter between the journalist and her husband because the journalist was pregnant. Mm-hmm. And it was so funny. Their banter kind of reminded me of my own marriage a little bit. But I think one of my favorite parts, even though I want this, like I want to find out who the saviors of this manager were to like beat up the kids and protect the old lady is one. I want to know what happened to the old lady because we got our main character coming around to it, but the old lady's not mentioned again. Two, I want this, but I'm also okay not having it because I think it does add value because this happens a lot, but we never get a name of the saviors. And that's happened in my life a lot where I don't get a name of someone who like did something or I don't even see their face. Like I was at a concert and there was a big mosh pit where like people are running, like it's like they're beating each other up at the wrong concert. I don't even know what that's called because mosh pit is where everyone's together, but this one was like there was cleared room and people running, and I somehow appeared at the end of the circle, and my eyes get wide and I'm like seeing people running, so I could have very well like been punched in the face just accidentally because it's the nature of it. Someone encircled their arm around my waist and yanked me back and moved me away. Don't know who did it. Never saw their face.
I feel like though mosh pits and like metal concerts, as much as they have a very aggressive side, there is also that very protective of like you're like out here like jamming and someone's like not you.
Yeah, this is too harsh, sweetie. You can listen to the music, but don't be right. Like it makes me think of those stories of the biker gangs that will like go and have a like buy out a lemonade stand or walk to protect victims of assault
at their trials and yeah,
sit with them. That is the like
that's the spirit of metal, to be quite honest.
Yes. Like that's what it makes me think of, and either way, but yeah,
I love it. I definitely, like I said, I could write so much more on this story. I really could.
You really could. Oh, hey. Jay said Florida Man syndrome. I'm not sure which part where that one was had.
There's a Pink song / music video that if you haven't seen it, I feel like everyone needs to look up. And it's Pink and Channing Tatum is in the video.
Channing Tatum does so many random things that you're just like, wait, what?
Yes. Hold on one second. I'm gonna tell y'all the name of the song.
Shannon came.
Beautiful Trauma is the video.
Oh,
You gotta watch it. It's one of the best music videos I've seen in a long time.
nice. Okay.
And Barrett loved Pink. Love Pink.
So just like football teams, like where I won't like a football team just because I've met, and back to the ambassador thing, I've met enough of their fans that I'm like, no. Like their fans.
Did somebody say Raiders?
Usually Patriots, not trying to call people out. I'm not saying every fan is like the bad ones, or like the all I can think of is cheeseheads, but what are they?
Oh, Packers. Yeah.
Yeah. Like just certain fan groups and stuff. So either way,
it's like unsubscribe.
The same thing is with some artists where some of their fans, I'm like this person that I really don't vibe with, mesh with whatsoever. I don't approve of a lot of things that they've done in their lives at all. Not that they need my approval, but then they complain about where they are in life too. And I'm like, it's kind of self-induced, dude.
Devin.
Hey, Devin. They're they're in love with Pink, and Pink is like their idol. But it's like they're in love with the persona of Pink, because to me, Pink as a person, she is wonderful. Her persona, especially the early years persona, that was like a stick it to the man in your face. I got knuckle metal. Yeah. Like she was very abrasive.
Yeah. But it's a vibe though. It's a vibe.
Yeah. And that was the persona, but it was like this person was focused on the persona.
Yeah.
And was trying to emulate that. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, yeah. It's almost 10. So we got an hour.
Yep.
Or 55 minutes.
Let's bring this on. So chat, I have the spreadsheet open. And we need a number 1 through 16 matched with a letter A through Z. If I get a duplicate, I will say up, down, left, or right, depending on what's free around that letter.
Let's start with Z1.
Z1. Oh, wait. I had the spreadsheet open already. Go me. All right. Z1 is alleyway.
I'm going to start taking notes. Insert page break. Y'all chime in here. I'm just going to keep going, though.
All right.
D2.
D2. Bargain.
Bargain. I already got an idea.
A55, I'm seeing in chat, is A55 is seldom. Yes, Devin, it does. Look, actually, in most like where they use numbers as letters for words, 5 is usually S.
Yep. C4. I feel like we may have already had that one.
Yeah. We haven't. That one is dark.
Dark.
We got C4. All right, keep them coming.
Got ideas. Good ideas.
Otherwise, I'm gonna get my daughter and have her call out
G6.
Like a G6, feeling so fly. That one's taken.
Down.
Dress.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. My next story is gonna be horrible. When I mean horrible, I mean very dark. N4.
I'm gonna call my daughter to get her help here. She should be awake anyway. N4 is bond.
Bond. James Bond. Keep them coming, y'all. Feeling so fried like a cheese stick.
I love those videos where they like have the cards and it's like the lyrics of how you think it would be or mistake it, and when you hear it you're like, oh my god, it could be that totally. I know what the right lyrics are, but it could be that.
Yeah.
J23.
J23.
That's right, we got to start using people's names as inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
J23 front. God, I'm hungry. I'm gonna need some breakfast.
We need 3 more.
Hey Spencer, give me a number. 1. It's 1 every time. All right. C1, just because that was the first one I went to. Architecture.
2 more. Let's see. X2.
X2 braid. All right, chat. I really need y'all to chime in. We'll get the last one, but I need a number between 1 and 105. Just the number. Doesn't need to be a letter.
You haven't picked a letter combination yet. Oh, we got P15. Never mind.
P15. Where's my P? P15. Up, down, left, or right, Chase? And then I need a number between 1 and 105. What you doing, buddy? Writing. Don't hurt yourself. Down. Shimmer. And there's our 10 words.
And now we just need our prompt. And then our challenge.
Yep. So while we're waiting for a prompt to jump out, here's the writing challenges. All characters as animals. Set during a historical event. Wait, are any of our words like duplicate letters? The double letters?
Yes.
They are. Okay. Write it like a children's book. It's a little tough. Write your MC completely alone. Yes, he is a little Superman. He's going to be the youngest base jumper ever, I'm sure. All right. Has to be a comedy. Write in E prime, so no to be verbs. Am, was, had been. Yes, sir.
What about the historical event one?
Huh? Zoe did not go to school. It's Saturday.
I'm not seeing any responses to the number, so I'm gonna say 50.
50. 50 is nifty. God. All right. Take a new spin of a cliche. Interesting.
So that's a challenge, not a prompt.
True. You know what? I will move that over.
Do you want that to be our challenge? And then
Yep. Just because it's said now. Writing challenge. Oh, listen here, you little thing. Okay, fine. Okay.
All right. So we still need a number for.
All right. So, well, up or down on from 50?
Up.
Okay. Just in time.
Okay, let me throw this into the chat.
Okay. I'm saving that document and get my Word document out.
We don't pin it.
That flash I'm gonna have to work on later. Where's my 90?
put it in the chat for you.
Thank you, dear. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay, where the hell did I save this thing?
Oh, timer. You get the timer.
Ooh, yes. Okay. So now I'm going to add it. Oh, and actually, oh my god, this happens every time. I need to. Nope. I'm just going to show the comment.
No, that's genius. Why haven't we been doing this the whole time?
Showing the comment. Because I was like, I can't copy and paste right now.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
With that, we are ready to jump into prompt number 2 in 3, 2, and 1. I didn't realize how quiet I had the
audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jace, I'm really glad that you're having a good day on all fronts. That is so wonderful to hear, and we love having you back.
Oh my gosh. I just saw that AuthorTube Karaoke returns later today with Barrett and Margaret.
Whoop whoop.
Yes.
Love it. Maybe I don't know what time will it be? Do we know? I would like to swing by maybe when I'm on my break or lunch break.
Yep.
And Jace, thank you for the sub. We love it.
Oh.
Ow.
Disorder and avoidant personality disorder, but all four are shutting up at this. So I'm trying to capitalize on the window to reconnect with the community and make positive changes and put up with this. That's sweet. Aww. Jace, I hope it's going well for you. Like it's a turn and endure it. And there's Dobby. He looks stunned. So I'm at the very end, and I just got this last part to put in because it kind of became a situation. I try to be vague, but at the same time, like convey it. But I still think we'll be good. But in 15 minutes. Did you send me what you got already?
Yeah, it's in the same document. Same.
Perfect. So I'll just open that up.
Isn't he though? Sometimes he's the best, sometimes he's the worst. But he is aggressively affectionate, so sometimes I have to be aggressively affectionate right back. Otherwise, it doesn't feel
make him regret how much he wanted affection.
Well, he goes from like he'll purr really hard, so I know like he's actually like that's what he's craving.
Okay.
And then when he gets tired of me, he's like, all right. And sometimes I just have to do that a couple of times till he's like, you know what? Love it.
On the last like 3 lines.
Yeah, I'm perusing the comments here.
Yeah, because there was a bit.
Yeah, and everyone is like talking and collaborating, and we love to see it. So my new schedule is I'm gonna be able to engage a lot more on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays because I now have 3 days off, and the rest of the time I work 10-hour days. So yeah. But it's kind of nice though because I have a bit more morning.
True. Yeah, like I mean, you were able to wake up, and we had to go a little earlier today, but it was still feasible.
Yeah, and I mean we're doing pretty good because we still got like 18 minutes before I've got to go, so I feel like
and I'll be done, I promise.
Oh no, I'm not worried about it. I feel like all things considered, especially as much as we like to gab, we're doing real good. And I'm just So I signed up for this thing where I get like a word of the day.
Oh, nice. And but like a definition thing?
Yeah. I get so frustrated because I feel like most of the time I know what the word is anyway. Today's word is stalwart, which means loyal, reliable, and hardworking.
Yep, that's you.
It also means, this is a bit dated. I think what they meant to say was this is an archaic use. This is a way I would also use it, but though. Strongly built and sturdy. I feel like it's also like a George R.R. Martin word. Like something you would read in Game of Thrones. He was a bearded, stalwart man.
Would be, actually, now that you put it in that sense.
It would actually both definitions could be simultaneously true in that context as well. I like it. I like it a lot. Wait, what did I delete? Oh. Okay. I thought I deleted all my inbox instead of just one specific.
This one.
I was like, oh.
Oh, the channel got deleted.
Oh no!
What the hell? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of a twist at the end. And I still didn't do the explanation, and I didn't use architecture, but at this point, I don't care. Don't care. We're just going with it. Oh, shiza. I'm clicking around like crazy.
Do you want to read first, or do you want me to?
I will read yours first, because you read mine first last time. So
Hi, Mia. We are wrapping up here in about 15 minutes.
Paste. Come on, work fast. Okay, so just sent that. I'm gonna read, and if there's an issue, I'll
stream hopping as I get ready. Love to see it. Stream frogs unite.
Yay!
My email. Got it.
Yeah, we're watching the last episode of Bridgerton season 2.
Ooh, I haven't started it yet.
It's okay. You got time. We're not gonna do it until April 24th. So
okay.
Dune will be tomorrow, and then Bridgerton season 2 will be.
That's 25th. Right. I gotta be in the comments tomorrow. Okay, go for it.
All right. Chandra's story is read by me. I walked down the brightly lit alleyway, checking over my shoulder to see if I was being followed. I seldom went out at night, but this evening it couldn't be helped. Part of me wished I wasn't wearing a party dress, but it was a work party and I had to go. I was already thinking about what people would say if something happened to me. What was she wearing comments. Had she been drinking? Why was she alone? What was she doing out so late? The list went on. At least it was the decent part of Old Town, where the decades-old architecture made things seem charming instead of creepy. The glow of gas lamps served to remind everyone that this part of the historic district was in the process of being gentrified. Still, there were a few dark corners, and I couldn't help but eye them suspiciously. I played through all the things I would say if someone jumped out at me. What would I say to the attacker? Would I get a bargain? Would I bargain? Front like I was skilled in martial arts? Then my ears turned in to the sound of footsteps behind me. They were moving fast. My heart was in my throat. I glanced over my shoulder and saw a shimmer. Was it a knife? Hey, babe, looks like you got caught. Hey, babe, looks like I caught up to you just in time, he said. The tension went out of my body. Eric could see the tension in my face, the unbidden tears of relief that had formed in my eyes. Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I just didn't want you to have to walk the whole way by yourself. I didn't think. He pulled me into his arms, and that was the kind of bond we had. He would always show up for me when I needed him the most. But that's not what happened, is it, Sarah? Rachel said. I shook my head. No. I sat up straighter on the couch, and then tears began to fall. I reached for another box of tissues and blew my nose loudly. It's okay. You can talk about it. Rachel watched in silence, her pen poised over the paper. The psychological evaluation was required. I knew that. I pulled the gun out of my purse and fired at the dark figure who was following me, but I couldn't see his face. Sarah, you said earlier the alley was brightly lit. I know, I said. And it was, but I couldn't see his face. Rachel nodded. Why couldn't you see his face? I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to picture the evening, playing the scene over in my head, but all I could see was a blur till he fell, and the streetlight bathed his face in a soft yellow light. His ball cap twisted to the side, and the blood bubbled between his lips. His gray eyes fastened on me in surprise. He tried to speak, but words wouldn't come out. Eric, no, I murmured. Oh God, Eric, what are you doing here? He wrapped a bloodied hand around my braid and pulled me down toward him. It's okay, babe. You're going to be okay. Sarah? Rachel asked. I don't know why I couldn't see his face before, I said. She put the pad down. You understand that this could make the difference between murder and manslaughter, right? I looked down at my hands and nodded. Yeah, I've made peace with that. I am shooketh. Like, I know people say that, and it's almost like an embellishment, usually with makeup and stuff, but no. Holy sh... Like, this... Wow. Like... Wow. Like, first off, how dare you? Because it speaks on so many levels. Like, from a woman, like, let's be honest, we're scared sometimes, especially being alone. And I like how you can tell her mind and what she was thinking. And even though it was like, oh, she pulled out the gun, like, it wasn't where most writing where it's like, hey, you didn't mention she had a bag or anything. No, I felt like it flowed fine. It wasn't like this magic thing of, oh, this has been here the whole time thing. To me, it made sense because of where her mind was at. But it's, I got nothing. Like, there's nothing to fix. And though I will say, like, I want to reread it and just take the part where it was where she's talking about the lighting in the alleyway, because by her talking to the therapist of back and forth of the alleyway, light or not light, dark, there was darkness in it, but gas lit, which means not as bright. And like, there's like, I'm psychoanalyzing it of what actually was. And then it becomes a situation. Do you trust what she's saying to the therapist as she says it because that's what you remember, or do you trust as she goes by this I wish it happened this way timeline? Do you trust some of the facts from there? So it's, damn, dude. All right, we don't have to read my story. We're good. We're set. But that was really good. I had nothing. I wish I had something, but I don't know. Maybe because when I was reading, because we do at least try to give each other something. If you notice, I put certain tones to voices of, like, I made Eric creepy at first, with the tone, but then I was like, oh wait, no, he's a friend. So if you just include like something with their voice, if it's soft or sweet or something like that, I need tones to understand how things are said. Now Rachel, I took as like monotone, like she's trying to say back, but especially with Sarah's voice, like maybe breaking at some point. You did good with the tears flowing, but I just need something with the voice. I guess that's my only feedback that I had to scrape off the bottom. You're on mute.
I can definitely do something with that. And kind of throw it, because you're right. It is an abrupt shift. So it like to be like, this is the tone. Ow, Dobby, ow. Yes. Let me read yours though, because I've got 7 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. It was a sale day. Starting out, I was on time, but then I almost tripped over my cat and spilled coffee on my shirt to avoid spilling it on him. He doesn't know how close he came to discomfort. Yet I was to blame for disrupting his weaving around my legs. I'll take the shun if it means I can get changed and to the store faster. It was our bond. If our bond can survive me watching my friend's dog for a week last month, I can survive this. I kept the light off and readied my braid and changed shirts and pants in the dark. I grabbed my keys and ran out the door, leaving later than I wanted, but I'll at least be there before the doors open. Even though I ran all the way to the subway, the doors closed when I was 2 feet from them. I blamed my Metro card for not scanning on the first try. Upside, the next train was less packed and I got to sit down the whole way. The moment the doors opened at my stop, I bolted to the sidewalk. Just 3 crosswalks, and I'll have my bargain. I sprinted each crosswalk that just so happened to say, "Do not cross," upon my arrival. Yes, I'm in a rush, but the conversation with the cop for jaywalking or waiting for an ambulance to brace my broken foot from kicking the bumper of a car that almost ran me over would extend my tardiness. This didn't stop me from tapping my foot or eyeing the stoplights to turn red or gain the extra nanosecond of walking before the walking white silhouette person illuminated. I didn't see a line outside the store as I stepped on the block. Guess the sale wasn't as advertised as I thought. As I entered the store, I bumped into a woman walking out. Her bags fell to the ground, spilling the contents. I cringed, but knew that I needed to help pick it up. As I apologized, I picked up a shimmer dress that would be perfect for my upcoming girls' trip to the Bahamas. "Oh my God, where did you get this?" I exclaimed, holding it up. It was silver, but I think a fade of colors, like a sunset, would fit the location better. The woman awkwardly smiled and pulled the dress out of my hands before stuffing it back in the bag. "Back left table of the store, but there was one left when I snagged this one," she said, and then ran from me quickly as possible. I stormed through the doors to find a sea of bargain snatchers to fight through. I wiggled, shimmied, and slid through. I was here for the dress now. No other sale was important. Right as the sea parted, that when I saw the silver dress in someone else's hand, my heart sank as they walked away with it. I'm not the one to fight people for clothes. I meandered to the table, seeing if there was any other dresses like this one I fell in love with. That's when a box dumped out over the table, covering the pieces I was wondering. Immediately frowned until my eyes raised to the sunset shimmer dress. As my eyes rose higher to the employee that dumped the dresses, I locked eyes with the man I would wake up next to for the rest of our lives.
Oh, I love it. That is so sweet. I like how she changes her objective changes twice, and she's like, first she's going for the sale, next she's like, that dress though, and then it's like, hey. I like that.
Yeah, I ended up, I was kind of going similar to you did, where the just-in-time cliche was the cliche to change.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
revenue
I like
spend.
it.
And it was like her goal was to get there on time to buy, but yeah. All right, feedback, and then we gotta go.
So I will say, I don't know if this was intended or not, but I got the impression that the lady that she bumped into was robbing the place.
Oh, yeah, and I was wondering about that too, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that was not the intention, I get her snatching the dress back and being like, "Stop touching my things."
Yeah.
It's a vibe, but also the way that she sprinted away implied that she was
the focus was on main character was being a little creepy, so the woman was trying to get away, but I'll fix that.
Yeah, right. I got that the main character was being a little creepy by her just saying basically just give me my stuff and let me go. But I do think, unless the intention was that she should come across as the other person's trying to rob the place,
Mhm.
then that part may need a little bit of a tweak because I still felt the creepiness came across.
Okay, good.
Also, if you're wanting to make it come across that she's being a little bit more weird, you may put in like some personal items, like some under things are involved or like something like that, where she's like handling all of this stuff and she's like maybe almost picking over it as she like helps pick it up.
Yeah.
I think that
Like holding it up going, oh, that's cute as she hands.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
the dress like, oh my God, where did you get this?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So with that, I do have to pop out. If you don't mind to do outros and end things for me. Love you, love you. See y'all later. Thank you so much and goodbye.
All right. Okay, dears, you got me. Don't worry, we got like the same setup. And God, I don't need the full face setup here. Can I go smaller? God, no. Well, okay, we'll just go with this. Bottom line is, I'm Natalie Locke. Links are down below. You're on Chandra's channel, and I will end the broadcast. This is where it's great that Chandra and I have like StreamYard rights to each other's channel. Chandra's channel, she posts videos every single week, writing stuff. She writes genre hops mostly. She does historical a lot, and she does flash fiction live with me graciously, showing me how it's done every single Saturday. Next Saturday will be on my channel at 8:30, and join us. And that's my son. So I have my own like version of Dobby here, as Chandra has her Dobby. But yeah, feel free to follow us, especially on Instagram. Follow us so that we can let you know whose channel, what time. But for the foreseeable future, it will be 8:30 a.m. Eastern time every Saturday. And if you are looking for more sprints, our wonderful, wonderful admin, admin sounds so like low on the totem. I'm going to call you like president of live streams of OtherTube, Devin Cutting. His link there will have the playlist of all future videos. I will be on Nia's channel, Fiction of Fiction, later today at 4 p.m. to watch the last episode of season 2 of Bridgerton. So jump over to her channel for that. And at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Yeah. Oh, and Devin is the OtherTube mascot. There we go. I like that. All right. Thank you everybody for coming, and I'll let you go. Bye.